Hi, Michelle Hillwell with Slingshot Designs. Today, I am here with some tips for job seekers. Whether you're transitioning or whether you find yourself unemployed and you're currently looking for employment, either way, this message is for you. Right now, the job market is saturated with job seekers. Every credible position out there with any reputable company, especially if you're looking for a remote or partially remote, you are up against 200 to 600 applicants per position. You have got to be the best of the best. And even if you are, your documentation has to support that. And if it doesn't show that you are incredible at what you do, then you don't stand a chance at getting through the very first step, which is the applicant tracking system. Right now, it is more critical than ever that your resume, your cover letter, and your LinkedIn profile are pristine. From there, you also need to fine-tune your job search. So you need to be strategic in your approach to job searching. And one way that I start off with my clients is I have them take, if you go to the ONET online, it's O**NET online, and I believe the website address is mynextmove.com. And there is something there called the Interest Profiler. This is a Bureau of Labor and Statistics website, free resource. I highly recommend that you take the Interest Profiler and get and that will really give you an idea of, based off of a survey, what your key traits are, where your interests lie, and matches that up with your skills. From there, there's a plethora of information on that website that you can continue to dive into that will kind of further focus your career search so that you're not wasting your time. From there, the other tool that I'll recommend is a paid tool, and it is LinkedIn Pro. On LinkedIn Pro, the reason I recommend that so strongly is for two reasons. Many more advantages than these two, but the two biggest ones are that you'll see who you're up against when you apply. So if you go to apply for a position and you see that you're in the top 50%, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even bother applying for it. I would move on and I would find something that I'm in the top 25 or top 10% for. But more so than that, it also will show you which skills you're missing that are compared to the job description. You can increase your odds of being in the top % by making sure that your profile matches that job description, and LinkedIn Professional will shortcut the process of getting there. The other reason I recommend LinkedIn Pro so heavily is that to have a cutting edge right now, you really need to make sure that your certifications, qualifications, and all of your skills are absolutely up to date, right? This can be tough when you're trying to transfer when you're transitioning your transferable skills, right? So the way to go about doing that, or one way to go about doing that, is LinkedIn Learning offers free certification courses for a multitude of different skills. So you can go on there and get a certification in project management or negotiating or supply chain or communication, whatever it is that you are looking to hone in on. Maybe it's social media marketing, and this comes into play later on, especially during an interview where employers, one of their top end questions right now is, what have you been doing with your time off? And you want to be able to answer that. Pointed, clear answer. What have you been doing? And really what they're looking for is, who are you during a crisis? What role do you play? Did you sit around catching up on Netflix, or were you part of the solution? And if you were part of the solution, how did you go about doing that? Because that'll give them a really good idea where you're going to fit on their team and if you're going to add value when things get hard. So to be able to say, I worked on sharpening my tools and I did all of these things, I earned these 6 or 7 certifications, and I did whatever else that you're able to accomplish when you're given this gift of time. And I want you to think of it as a gift of time. I know things are hard. I'm fully aware of that. We have our own challenges as well. But hard doesn't mean impossible. Hard just means that you have to get resourceful and creative. So you need to be able to answer those questions when you do get through to an interview, and you need to be able to answer them very well, clear and concise. A lot of interviews right now are one-way video interview. So you'll be given 30 seconds to prepare to an answer, and you'll be given maybe 3 minutes to answer that question to an unknown audience via a video like this. You really need to be able to start and end a well-rounded, complete thought in that amount of time with only 30 seconds to prepare. So to do this, what I recommend is that you download a free copy of Zoom and record yourself practicing interview questions every single day. I would download and maybe make a list of the top 15 interview questions, record yourself and play them back, and you will continue to get better and better as time goes on. That's what you should be doing with your time right now. If you are unemployed and seeking employment, this is the path that I advise my clients to take as well. So if you found this content to be valuable for you, please, I would love your engagement by liking or sharing. Post a comment if there's anything specific you would like to hear some advice on. I'd be happy to answer that as well. And if you know of anybody who's looking for career counseling right now or transformational coaching, please send them my way, and I'd be happy to connect with them too. So in the meantime, my name is Michelle Hilla, and take care of yourself and your neighbors.